This is question 3 for the practice final. In this case, we have an inequality and an absolute. So the first thing we're going to check is that an absolute's a positive, and a positive is greater than a positive, or greater than or equal to a positive. This is possible, so we're going to go ahead and move forward with the question. You always want to check that just in case you can stop early. So like other problems, we're going to create two versions of our question because of the absolute. Absolutes can be both positive and negative, because when you process an absolute, you will get a positive answer. Because this question has an inequality, when we say -9, we have to change the symbol to less than or equal to, because basically we're saying that one side is positive, the other side's negative. And if we were to change the value of that, the one of the sides becomes the opposite of what it used to be. It's going to come into play again in this particular question. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to -1 for both questions. And we end up with a -2x is greater than 8. And we have -2x less than or equal to -10. At this point, we're going to divide by -2. And by dividing by -2, we've actually changed the value of one side and the other. Because we changed the value, we're going to flip our symbol in both questions. So we're going to have, in this case, x is less than or equal to -4. And on the other one, we have x is greater than or equal to 5. So we actually end up with kind of the opposite of each of them because we changed our positives and negative sides. Now to graph this, we're going to go ahead and create a number line. We're going to set our 2 points that we know of, which is -4, 5. We don't have to test information in this particular question. We just have to graph what's going on. So in this question, I'm going to go ahead and graph where we are. So in this case, we say equal to, right? So equal to means we're going to include it, and we're going to use brackets. Think straight line, straight line. Notice that a bracket has a straight line, and the less than symbol also has a equal to has a straight line as well. All we do is point in the direction of the arrow. So if we notice, this right here has a straight line, so we get straight line, straight line. This arrow is pointing to the right, so we are going to point to the right. And just how this one is pointing to the left, we're going to go to the left. Straight line, straight line. So we're going to graph across like this. And this would be our answer. We can also write this in intercept form, which would be -infinity, which is this symbol here, parentheses, because there's no end to infinity, it just keeps on going. We have our stuff in the middle, which comes out to a comma. We have a -4 here, and then we have our bracket right there. Notice we have some unused space. I like to say this is unused because U works there. So we could say the unused is the U. All right, we're going to go here. We're going to take this bracket here, take the 5 down. Here's our stuff, which means comma. Here's our infinity sign for the positive, parentheses. So either one of these will work for our answers, okay?